of course, we got to see our two kings of South Africa first. JabhiM versus BillyDate, the fated matchup yet again.
Yeah, we talked about if anybody would be able to take down the Goliaths on the top side, you know, no pun intended for the side of JabhiM, but it's king versus king here. No challengers have approached just yet, and this could go either way. Last time it did go in BillyDate's favor. JabhiM going to be likely rocking the Kareem versus the Ed, and the Ed was the answer that BillyDate needed against JabhiM, but I think this match decides the tempo for the rest of the tournament.
I'm surprised you didn't hit me with the Goliaths have a date with Destiny or something like that.
You've got it.
Sometimes.
I know.
Only on the weekends.
I know, but that's when you commentate.
Well, that's fair.
That's the perfect time to have it.
So, I mean, there's a lot to be speculated with between JabhiM and BillyDate. If you had considered what had happened the year prior in terms of the finale as well. Like you talked about how, you know, both of these players got first and second respectively. BillyDate got the better half of Jabhi, but even prior to that, like in sets, JabhiM was the one that demolished the BillyDate. Then at the finale, it happened again. JabhiM had the better half. So does that mean BillyDate is going to be the one to take it down this time? Ooh. I don't think that's the case. This is a matchup that is kind of like a run back from the finale, right? JabhiM had exercised this option of Nash to face off against BillyDate's Nikali and Ed.
Yep. So, I mean, potentially if we see JabhiM get a lead early with this Nash, maybe we see the switch to Nikali. But for our winners finals, Goliath JabhiM versus BBD, BillyDate, Charlie versus Ed. It's going to be really exciting.
I was like, who? I was like, oh, yeah, that's his other name.
Yeah, Charlie Nash.
That's right.
Guile's friend.
Ooh. Now, is it Edward? Is it Edison? Is it like...
Ed, what is Ed short for?
That's what I want to know. Eduardo?
Eddington? It's like Paddington, but Eddington?
I want to say it's Eduardo.
Yeah. I mean, I believe it.
Oh.
Ooh.
So far, it's been... They were slugging it out initially. Man, what a response from JabhiM. He's like, you'll get that fireball out of my face. Don't even try to like, fake me out.
We're not playing around with that. So good. Oh, a little bit too far there, and then now you're stuck under duress. One more V-trigger use to utilize. Lockdown, but not even needing the V-trigger. The throw comes out, and the patient stare down. V-shift was huge, but the... Oh, yep. Right afterwards. Good block on it. And again, JabhiM didn't have to spend any resources there, but BillyDate, you know, still has a bar on deck after winning.
Yeah, I wonder what the option was from JabhiM after the V-break. Right, because you are negative. You're not punishable, but he was still caught standing up.
I mean, you could DP. But again, that's a risk beyond a risk.
No, I don't think JabhiM could have DP.
Oh, really?
No, he cannot. Like, I don't. That's not. I don't think that's like that has any sort of like invincibility on the EX Sonic side.
Oh, got it.
Or at least on startup, I should say.
Okay. Oops. I like that, backing up from the corner, giving up that position just a little bit because confident in a life lead now wants to play that normal neutral game, but V-trigger has been activated. Ooh. Nice.
The Sonic side still a big threat. The guard break as well. Yeah, that was a plus scenario, and JabhiM actually doing a really great job of jumping out to keep himself a little bit safer than most. Yeah, that was so smart. Getting that juggle, or sorry, that reset opportunity was so imperative for JabhiM. But quite an expensive feat, though. Like, getting that round at the expense of, like, the full critical art, I don't know how much of a deterrent that's going to be for him securing the game.
Yeah, it definitely has the opportunity to build it back in this third game. I mean, in this third round, but, you know, big cost. I mean, we saw it before in the day where, you know, you didn't cash out and you ended up losing, but, you know, not losing any steam. Great anti-air throw.
Ooh.
Oh, big extension.
The back. Oh no! It's a good throw.
That was such a good throw.
Oh, that was actually mad unfortunate for BillyDate.
Yeah, that was stun situation right there, but not able to get the read on the throw. No anti-air this time. Tried to go to the skies, but going straight into the dirt. BillyDate getting the first game, looking a lot like last year.
So that was actually pretty interesting, right? He used the fireball to nullify, or at least the startup of the fireball to nullify the Sonic Boom, and then went through with it. You saw JabhiM try to utilize that one strategy he had with Sobot Kick to stuff that out, but it was a different kind of timing that actually bit him in the end. So I want to see him kind of clean up that timing in anticipation for the fireball, but at the same time, it's like if you're trying to pursue your Sonic Boom, I don't think you even have that option in the first place, because anything you do afterwards would be a little bit too late.
Yeah, I think that's a really great call up. Again, no anti-air once again. It's only the one time we've seen it with the air throw, but BillyDate's been getting away with these jump-ins. Get back to this really, you know, counter-poke heavy game.
Man, a lot of back and forth swaying between both. Big time swings. I like that. Yeah, being within range to get the punish.
Clean hit again. Playing at that range.
Ooh. It's so hard to punish Sobot Kick consistently too.
Yep. And here we go. The boom game has been set up. Playing full screen. What a dash into TV. I love that.
That is a Nash classic, if you ask me. Certified Nash player right there.
Yep. Spacing wasn't correct that time, so not able to get anything afterwards. Just gets the pickup. You're so much damage. Oh my god, you're dead.
Yeah. Even if this... Yeah.
Even if it doesn't kill?
If it doesn't kill, no, it will.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
It definitely will.
Deader than dead. Yes, it is over, Nash, for this one.
Now what's going to be the... Oh, yes. And I love that counter from BillyDate and pursuing the fireball, too, in case JabhiM wants to utilize that V-skill.
Yep.
There's been a very consistent answer from BillyDate going in for that sequence into the flicker.
Yeah, and really positioning himself in a way where that is a viable option all the time. So JabhiM has to be a little bit more conservative about using the V-skill.
That was such a weird angle to even try to anti-air. That was unfortunate for Jabhi, but BillyDate still... Yeah, you know what that is.
Man, I love this character. Sometimes you gotta jam. Just piano all the buttons.
Woo! That was such an awkward exchange, too. I didn't even know what side he was going to be on. I don't think Jabhi did either.
On the right side of this matchup so far, BillyDate playing it so slow with this life lead.
Full trigger on deck for JabhiM. Any significant damage or any significant opener can lead to a lot of damage with the trigger, but he needs another touch after that. Yeah, this is one. No extension on that. I guess that's fine. I don't know if he could lead to like a single hit into trigger into critical art to kill. I'd have to see it. That would have been a big frame trap if he pressed the button.
Now again, that same position on the other side. If he builds his critical art, it is actually chipped, so you can't block anymore. Does BillyDate see the same? No back throw. 7 seconds left. Yep, just wakes up raw critical art, but he knew.
Ooh, that scared the heck out of me. Yeah, no, I mean, like, that wasn't going to give you enough time to run the timer scam for BillyDate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that was the intention anyway. I think he anticipated JabhiM probably enforcing the meteor throw.
Yeah, but JabhiM already wise to the tricks from the side of BillyDate. Just goes for the jump, and that's what closed it out. Gets a time over.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like that anti-air. And it's so important, too, to establish that, like, just knowing full well that BillyDate is eventually going to take this guy, or at least still be ready for it to kind of deter the jump-ins. But it didn't happen. BillyDate actually went for the jump-in again.
Oh, finally, V-skill actually connects as a counter hit right there. No fireball present, but one more touch will do it for JabhiM, trying to even up the score. Locked under this. V-trigger pressure.
It's so tough. It's so tough. One solid hit for JabhiM. Spelled that. Not via low medium kick though.
Yeah.
Not cancelable outside of trigger.
Again. Oh my god.
Was sick. That's not sick enough.
Oh man. I mean, I love the idea. And man, not close enough. Be shipped out. Just one more touch.
Ooh-wee.
No anti-air. That was a counter hit. That was all she wrote. BillyDate 2-0 up.
JabhiM.
if the spacing was just a little bit better, would have been able to get that game, but...
I think the anti-air still would have been there. Like, crouching medium punch possibly to even, like, contest against the jumping fierce. Like, even if it didn't, like, no, even if it trades, that would have been in JabhiM's favor, yeah.
Yeah, you would have won the game, but it just didn't come out in time, and BillyDate running away with that. I think we're going back to character select, so... do we go to the Karine? Do we go to, you know, tried and true? Because the Nash has not been worked out. Got brought out to deal with the Ed, but just is falling short by, like, you know, micro decisions.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say how the matchup's going to be like between Karen and Ed. I think Karen could still do a pretty decent job of counter poking within mid to close range against Ed, but... that's kind of tough. I think Karen can possibly run over Ed, but at the same time, it's like I'd have to see it for myself. I want to see like how much of a projectile game Ed can have against Karen. But I don't think the Karen pick would be a bad idea.
Yeah, because we saw there it is, and we saw how consistent JabhiM was with dealing with the fireballs against Ren earlier. When as soon as you got that bar, it became a different matchup. So. Maybe that's going to be the same story here. We almost saw a reverse sweep earlier. Can JabhiM put that same performance up? Or is BillyDate going to... imagine he 3-0s his way through this entire bracket? Oh, man.
Damn, back-to-back flickers. Already off to a great start. JabhiM, I think that's going to be the primary tool to stop like the counter poking. But we'll see.
Already dealing with the counter poking super well. Back to this neutral. A little bit of gray health to work with, but JabhiM is the one who has to advance here. BillyDate totally comfortable playing at this range with the life lead.
I think one of the dangers of trying to counter poke against Ed is the fact that he could hold some of his normals that could lead to like crush counters, right? That was a sick trade. Word? How are you ready for that? That was pretty cool. Whoa, but you're never ready for that. Nobody's ever ready for that. The delayed uppercut.
BillyDate ready for everything, and you know you're always ready for the ones that let it rip at the beginning, but hesitation from an EXDP? Never. Not in my Street Fighter.
You see the...
yes! Oh, 3 times!
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a lot of reluctance to even try to counter poke against Ed because of being able to charge the normals. All right. So that's a really big counterplay against Karen's objective, right? To counter poke you and have those normals occupying that space prior. That's so good.
Yeah.
All right, here we're learning together.
Yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do there? Because you want to try to, you know, contest and go through the fireball, but the fake out makes you so hesitant to play your style.
It's not even that. Like, you can't even throw out mediums. Like, you would want to maybe, like, do medium kick. That's exactly what I was looking for. Maybe do that to kind of counter it, but you could get crushed. Like, if you delay that fierce a little bit longer,
it's such a risk, and it changes the risk reward that JabhiM has to go for. Yeah. Not typically how you get to play Karine. Oh, yeah, playing this patient neutral, just very back and forth. JabhiM is the one who has the lead this time, too.
Ooh. Yep. Yeah, if BillyDate had held that, it would have been a touchdown. It's so scary. JabhiM does have the critical out lockdown as well. Just in case. BillyDate is slowly dwindling away at JabhiM's life. There's the guard break. Leading to a plus scenario, really.
Throw comes in clutch here. Now you can be a little bit more ambitious about those look forwards because it will net you a kill. Triggers about to be up as well, but no, spending it for the V reversal. Do not let BillyDate get in. That is the strategy.
No 20 seconds on the clock, by the way.
Yep. So much time being burned. And again, the V reversal. I'm going to play it all. Great help. BillyDate has to strike now, and that's exactly what JabhiM knows. Get the carrot, because that timer's running out, and I am busting out. Loving this.
Oh, it's actually extremely smart from JabhiM in terms of the pacing. Like, he didn't want to run it all the way through. He knew exactly when his time to strike was, and the utilization of the V gauge to use the V reversals, pinpoint precision. Love this ability.
Yeah, that was a rope-a-dope against the boxer himself, so loving this strategy from JabhiM. Again, playing it patient. Trying to look for that whip punish game, and we're not seeing a single low forward come out anymore. It's just the standing medium kick.
Yeah, he doesn't even want to get within range to try to like go medium kick yet. Dang!
That was actually an amazing whip punish, but gets the activation off of the EX, and now you've got to play the game. And the anti-air
so awkward, yeah. That crouching medium punch, or sorry, crouching heavy punch moves her forward in such an awkward angle.
Yeah, and the angle jump-ins that BillyDate twice now, that's been able to come through. You recovered in time! JabhiM tried to get a punish there.
Oh, you're punishable! Oh, no, you could have finished it right then and there. That could have been it for BillyDate. JabhiM does get the momentum swing now. Watch out for the frame traps. Backing off a little bit. JabhiM is at a huge deficit. BillyDate gets back thrown into the corner.
Yeah, one more opportunity to fight back. JabhiM was lights out. And, you know, you do not miss out on those opportunities. Thought maybe a jump was coming through. That was a psychic read.
Uh-oh, plus frames.
Oh, and there it was. The shimmy finally comes out from BillyDate. And another 3-0 on the board. I actually took a look at the bracket right after we went through the character select. And that means BillyDate has not lost a single game this entire bracket run so far against JabhiM, who, you know, literally told everybody's got a plan until you get hit. What was your plan when you got hit? Because that was some sweet chin music from BillyDate.
Yeah, I did like the patience being demonstrated from JabhiM with the Karen play. I will say there was two different sides of him. Like, we saw the aggression from Nash being able to occupy that space with a lot of the Sobots and had some of the answers for the fireballs. But BillyDate stayed absolutely consistent and adapted to both sides of JabhiM's gameplay via the Nash and the Karen. I got to say, that was extremely impressive, looking as sharp as we saw from his debut. No, I will say definitely sharper. Having exemplified a lot of patience in both matchups.
Yeah, the blade has been refined, and I love that you point that out too, because the Karine started playing incredibly differently, you know, not really playing typical style. Low forward was not represented at all, but BillyDate still had the answer, and you know, all the answers on deck. Played the timer in a lot of these situations too, where JabhiM got the better of him, but you know,
that was unfortunate.
Yeah, you know, just not having the correct spacing, and there was a lot of those situations where JabhiM was so close, but BillyDate keeping composed. It's not over till it's over, and until you see that KO sign, you gotta stay composed. And BillyDate was the epitome of that right there, finishing out with a confident shimmy. And again, 3-0, 3-0, sitting pretty in grand finals. And now JabhiM is awaiting the winner of Vin Petroleum or Arafon Pierce. So Vin Petroleum still has the cousin fight opportunity.